Hello everyone. Welcome to IntelliPath's live webinar on how to become a DevOps engineer with no experience. Today's webinar is conducted by Mr. Rabi, who is a DevOps engineer at PlanView. He has over 8 years of experience of IT industry. He has worked on various platforms like Windows and Linux OS. He has also worked on Amazon Web Services, Git, Ansible, Jenkins, Docker, and Kubernetes. So, guys, let's welcome Rabi to the session. Sir, over to you.
Hi everyone, we're on the webinar. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. So this session is more about giving you an idea as to what you are going to get out of in case you're looking to become a DevOps engineer, or if you're looking to get trained on DevOps engineer, or for a career opportunity in DevOps engineer. So this session, this webinar will give you a good idea about what exactly you're going to get out of this. So here we are going to basically look at a few of these slides. We are going to understand what is DevOps, what you will get in terms of your career opportunities, what all you'll be learning in terms of your DevOps, the market trend that you have, the salary you can expect in terms of your DevOps engineer, those sort of things, so that you get a better understanding. All right. So the first thing that we have here is how to become a DevOps engineer with no experience at all. Right now, when we talk about your DevOps, right, most of people they might have a confusion as to, do we need programming knowledge with this, or do we need prior experience? We'll just try to clarify all those things. So this is the agenda that we have for today. So we'll look at your introduction to DevOps. We'll understand what is DevOps, what exactly we mean by DevOps. Then we'll move on to your roadmap. So how exactly you can become a DevOps engineer, what all you will need to learn if you want to become a DevOps engineer. Then what exactly, so once you start working as a DevOps engineer, what exactly you're going to do, your roles and responsibilities, the kind of works you will be involved into. Then how you're going to become a DevOps engineer with no experience at all. So even if you don't have any knowledge on how a tool works, or how to write the code, or how to write a program, or how to write a script, or how to use a tool, even if you don't have any experience with that, how you can still become a DevOps engineer. And then finally we'll move on to your Q&A session. So if anyone has any questions, any queries, I'll be more than happy to answer them, course advisor. So that's the agenda that we have. So coming to your introduction to DevOps. Now, in today's market, many of you might have seen maybe in your JD or from your friends, many of them talking about DevOps, right? It is booming like anything when we talk about your current industry, the IT industry trend. So what exactly is your DevOps? Now, this DevOps, it's simply your collection of people, collection of tools, or collection of processes that helps you to speed up the delivery of your applications or your softwares to your end users. So it's a means of how you're going to speed up your application deliverables or your software deliverables to your end user. So it's more of automating your manual tasks, right? So here you'll be using a lot of tools, processes. You'll be automating, you'll be following a methodology, you'll be automating your manual task, making sure that you're following your continuous delivery. So we also have something known as CI/CD when we talk about your DevOps. So that is what we end up doing. So CI/CD is your continuous integration and continuous deployment, continuous delivery, right? So that's what your whole point of your DevOps is. So it's not a single tool, or it's not a single service. But so I was until now. I'm sorry for the network issue. That's I think that's really bad. So anyways, so like I said, like I was telling you, the DevOps software development life cycle that we have. So generally you'll have the planning phase, where you generally do the planning of your application, how exactly your application is going to look like. Then you'll have the coding step, where you're going to write the application code. Then you will be building it, testing it, deploying it. So there are basically the life cycle that you follow, right? The SDLC, as we call it. That's what you're going to automate it in your DevOps. So all the steps that we were doing manually will be completely automated in your DevOps. So your build will be automated, your test will be automated, your deploy will be automated, and all of this will be done using various tools. Okay. So when we talk about your DevOps engineer, there are many things that a DevOps engineer does, and it's mostly automation. So any manual task that you have, you are going to automate it, right? So you'll have to be an excellent sysadmin managing your systems. Soft skills are a must have. Deploying your applications virtually on virtual machines, so virtualization, understanding various automation tools. Like when we talk, see, DevOps is all about your tools. There are n number of tools that are available in DevOps. So it's all about understanding various automation tools. Hands-on experience on network and storage. Because we are talking about your software development life cycle, there are different steps that, right? And all of this will be over the network. So understanding the network is also very important. Hands-on experience, and then knowledge of testing. So testing out your applications. It could be your unit testing, application testing, network testing. It can be anything. And also knowledge of coding goes a long way. When I say coding, it could be your automation coding, it could be your program coding, and then finally your security aspects of the IT organization. So securing your applications, your firewalls, your authentications, authorizations, all that will fall as part of your security. Okay. So that's basically what your introduction is to DevOps. Now, why do we need DevOps engineers, right? Why everyone is moving to DevOps? All right. One, it's the job opportunities. Now, looking at the job opportunities, as of now, we have the DevOps engineers. The count is very less. So you have lots of job opportunities when we talk about your DevOps engineers. Because you have more demand for your DevOps engineer, you automatically the salary, right? The salary of your DevOps engineer is always on the higher side, right? And then who's hiring? Now, in today's market, almost all the companies are looking for automation, and you always have an opening for your DevOps engineer. All right. So when we talk about your job opportunities, you have close to 2,600 job opportunities available in the India location, and there are 21,000 plus opportunity in your US location. So basically, you can see these numbers over here. That's basically what the requirement is. The requirement that you have right now in the IT industry. Now, all this data is gathered from your Glassdoor, Indeed.com, all these other websites where you know get to see what exactly the demand is. Now, this is the current demand that you have for your DevOps engineer, and this is going to increase for sure, because with today you have your cloud and your automation. This is definitely going to increase. So you have it's a booming opportunity that you have right now. All right. So this is the right time for you to utilize this opportunity. Now, talking about your salary, okay, when we talk about in India, per month you can earn anywhere between 80,000 to 1 lakh. That's for your DevOps engineer that I'm talking about. All right. And if it's your US or let's say international location, it can be anywhere between $11,250 per month, which can go up to $16,666 per month. So, like I said, the demand is more, and automatically the salary that you get paid is more, because there are not many people who are exploring or not taking up the opportunity. Now, the average salary that you can look at, if you're looking at a service or a product based company, when you talk about your service, you can look anywhere between 4 to 10 lakhs per annum. That's the basic salary we are talking here. If it's a service like in India, we have companies like your Infosys or sorry, HCL or TCS. Those sort of companies, it's anywhere between 4 to 10 lakhs per annum. And if you're talking about a product based company, it's anywhere between 10 to 30 lakhs per annum. So it's always better to target for a product company. You'll always get more salary. It also depends on your year of experience that you have. Now, this package, what you're looking here, it's mostly based on your experience. So this is from 0 to 5 years that you can expect this much of salary. It can go more, obviously. It depends on your potential and your personal skills as well. And for your product, it's 5 to 10 years, right? And again, at the end of this is just a number we are putting over here, but it will come down to your potential. right? How many, how well do you know DevOps, how well do you know the various tools, and also your personal skills, your salary negotiations and everything, right? Now, who's hiring? There are lots of companies who are hiring for DevOps right now. So you have Wells Fargo, you have Oracle, you have IBM, Dell, VMware, Amazon, Adobe, Walmart, JP Morgan, you have Goldman Sachs, you have uh, Plan View, you have Intuit. There are so many companies that are looking for DevOps engineer right now. So, like I said already, this is the right time for you to, take up this opportunity and explore your, career options in DevOps engineer. So what does a DevOps engineer do on a, kind of a day-to-day basis? So it's mostly, if you see here, these are some of the qualifications or personal skills. That this is from Oracle. As a DevOps engineer, they look for your programming skills. So either, Python or Java or .NET, any of these programming languages, you'll be expected to write web services, REST APIs, or SOAP APIs. You should have strong experience in operating systems, your Linux, especially your Linux operating systems, because most of your DevOps tools, you end up working on your Linux machines, right? And then you'll also be expected for your experiences on the build tools like Gradle or Maven and your package management tools, and then experience with your CI/CD tools like Jenkins, TeamCity, Git, Bitbucket, also databases. Right? So there is the emphasis is mostly on one, on your programming skills, how well you can write the programs, your operating system, what operating system you're going to work on, your build tools like Gradle or Maven, and your CI/CD tools like Git. So I was talking about your VMware. So the job description that we have for your VMware. So if you see this highlighted ones over here, these are basically your expectations that you should be knowing as a DevOps engineer. So your automation tools like Ansible, Terraform, Jenkins, Docker, etc. So Ansible, Terraform, these are your infrastructure as code automation tools, or your CI/CD pipeline tools, and then also your programming knowledge, experience on Python, cloud automation software, then cloud experience like AWS, and then your DNS services like BigIP, Route 53. So the emphasis, so this is from your VMware's job perspective. So they're looking for anyone who has experience in Ansible, Terraform, Jenkins, Docker, etc. These are the tools that you usually end up learning as a DevOps engineer. Python, which will be your programming, and then cloud automation softwares like SDKs, your software development kits, cloud environments like AWS, DY, and Route 53, and then so on. All right. Now, this is from your Amazon. So what Amazon is looking when we talk about your programming. So working experience in any of the programming language like Java, C++, that's your Linux, basically Bash, Perl, or Python. Again, here they're expecting experience in your operating systems, Linux or Unix operating systems, and then also your databases, so SQL or PLSQL, your databases. So it's more about, the overall SDLC that you have, the experience, the different tools that you'll end up using. That is what they are looking for. So the main skills that you should be looking for, if you want to become a DevOps engineer, is your programming language. All right, so Java or C++ based distributed systems. Now it's not mandatory that you have to know this programming language, but it's always good to have a programming language. It makes your a profile much stronger. Then operating systems experience, so Unix or Linux operating system, Linux machines basically. Then your automation tools like your Ansible, Ansible is your configuration management tool. Terraform will be your infrastructure as code tool. Jenkins will be your continuous integration tool. Docker will be your containerization. So all these are part of your DevOps. And then your cloud environment like AWS or Azure, any one cloud environment. Databases like SQL database or Oracle, MySQL, Postgres, any of those databases. And then your scripting language as well. So Bash, Perl, or Python. So Python is what, as of now, is what is running in the IT industry. So Python is another good option that you have. So generally, when we talk about your day-to-day responsibilities of a DevOps engineer, so making sure that the pipeline. So when I say pipeline, it's starting from the source code development to deployment. So between the source code development and deployment, you'll have more steps like building, testing, unit testing, automation. So that's automating all of these too is what we call it as a pipeline. So making sure the pipeline is running smoothly without any issues, interacting with other teams. So you'll have different teams, you'll have to interact with them, take their requirements, fix their issues. You'll have to interact with them on a day-to-day basis, work on automation backlogs. So you'll have lots of automations to do as a DevOps engineer. So you'll have lots of teams who will be asking for automations. You'll be working on the backlogs. Infrastructure management, so managing the servers, the databases, the networking, the storage. You'll have to manage the infrastructure as well. Then dealing with your legacy stuff. So legacy stuff is your older infrastructure, all the older applications which are running on different environments. You'll have to manage that also. And then training and self development. So your DevOps is ever growing methodology that you have. So every day you'll have new things to learn, new tools to learn, new tools to implement. So you'll have to train yourself, you'll have to self develop yourself to sustain in this role. And then finally documentation. So whatever you're doing, maybe a new tool, maybe a new concept, or maybe a new process, you'll have to document it so that anyone can refer it and try to implement it. So this is what you'll end up doing on a day-to-day basis as a DevOps engineer. So this is what I have as part of your DevOps engineer introduction. All right. Now, I hope you have got an idea as to what exactly we mean by your DevOps engineer, what exactly they will end up doing, what to expect from your salary or your job opportunity perspective, what are the tools you'll need to learn, right? So just wanted to give you a brief overview on that. So that is what I have from my end. Now, moving on to your Q&A. So if anyone has any questions, any queries, or technical or generic, please feel free to ask your question. Does anyone have any questions? There was one question in the chat. So bachelor's degree is a must in computer science. I mean, it's good to have a degree. If not, it's totally fine. Again, we are talking here more of becoming a DevOps engineer with no experience at all. That means no experience. I mean, it's okay if you don't have an experience in computer science also. You will still be able to become a DevOps engineer, provided you are going to learn all the tools that we are going to cover as part of your DevOps engineer. So, okay, so there's a question from Sandhya. So when we talk about your tools, so the most common tools that you should be learning when we talk about your DevOps will be Git and GitHub, then your Maven with Jenkins, which is your build and CI/CD tool, continuous integration tool. Then you will need to learn your containerization tools like Docker, Kubernetes. All these are your containerizations, creating containerized applications. Then you will need to learn about your configuration management tool, which will be your Ansible. And then you'll need to learn your monitoring tool. So tools like ELK, you'll have to learn that from the monitoring perspective. And then also Terraform. So here you'll be learning an overview of your Terraform. So how to automate your infrastructure. So these are the tools that you'll have to concentrate on as a DevOps engineer. All right. So there's another question. So I'm new to IT. Is it okay if I start with Azure? Yeah, I mean it's fine. In any cloud is fine. AWS or Azure, that's totally fine. And yes, DevOps is what like I said again. DevOps is something that you should really need to take up. Any cloud is fine, right? So, so I'm a sleep technologist. I want to change the profession. How will it help me? See, like I already said, I spoke about the career opportunities that you have in DevOps, right? So if you're really looking to grow in your career in the IT industry, DevOps is what you should be looking at this time. Because, like I said, you still have lots of opportunities right now in the IT industry, right? And this is the right time for you to take it up. Okay, so I'm from non, I mean, that's fine. Okay. So till how many year DevOps will be having future? I mean, your future is going to be DevOps. It's all about automation, right? And your future is going to be all about automation. So there's no end for your DevOps as far as I can say, right? As long as you have automation, you'll have DevOps. And looking at the future, you have your machine learning, you have your artificial intelligence, you have your blockchain, which is all about automations, right? So definitely you're going to have DevOps. Yes, you can, Tilagarajan, you can. Provided, again, provided you're learning the tools, all the tools, the DevOps tools that we are going to cover, provided you learn everything in and out. The whole point is you should be in a position to, um, uh, you should be technically strong, is what I'm trying to say. You should be technically good. If that's the case, then yes. Any other questions, anyone? All right. If you don't have any questions for me, then I will. So we have course advisor here. They will help you out with choosing the right course, what you need, what to take up. They will help you out with that. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this webinar. Okay. So there's one question. So I have registered for tomorrow's DevOps batch. Is this really sufficient for cracking? Yes, I can definitely say that. See, again, I've already mentioned the tools that you're going to learn, and these other tools is what you will be expected from an interview perspective as well. So as long as you're learning these tools, working with these tools, you can crack any of the DevOps interviews.
Hopefully, I'm audible to all. Anybody can just confirm me on that.
Yeah. You're audible.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So I am Anshuman from IntelliPat, a senior course advisor. So I guess the webinar was very fine with our trainer, where he explained you all the basic understanding on DevOps, what exactly that mean, what are the tools you are going to study step by step. So in the same, following the same path, I will be giving you the complete understanding, which is the best course which we are having at IntelliPat, and which would be more suiting to you, how we are helping you with the interview rounds, how we prepare you, and how like fruitfully you will be getting a job when you come out with the entire training. So I'll be just starting my screen. I guess my screen is visible to all. So two courses I'll be talking here. When I talk about DevOps, so I guess our trainer also explained the thing, that cloud is a primary requirement for any DevOps. That is the first thing. I guess few of the Q&A I just saw there also, that they were looking for AWS DevOps or Azure DevOps, right? So cloud is the basic requirement for any DevOps when you go into the IT company. Whether you're from non-IT or IT, you have to know cloud. And coming to the cloud, multiple clouds are there in the market. There is AWS cloud, there is Azure cloud, there is GCP, that is a Google cloud. Okay, so these three are almost around 75 to 76% of market share. Some small clouds are also there like Oracle and IBM, but projects are not that much and they are just belonging to a single company. So mostly does not people prefer for that. So basically these three clouds are there in the market: AWS, Azure, GCP. But GCP is having a very less market share, that is from 8 to 9%. 70, around 69 to 70 is only on AWS and Azure. So we are having a course at IntelliPat, which will give you the complete understanding of DevOps, which will give you the understanding of AWS cloud. And most important is the interrelation part. Because sometimes what people do a mistake, they go ahead with a DevOps single course separately. They are looking that they should get a job in the market. It will not be there because cloud is there. So minimum you have to go with a single cloud at least, AWS or maybe Azure. But the interrelation part, again, they're missing. If you go with DevOps separate, AWS separate, but the interrelation part. I will give you a very easy example. This website which you're seeing right now of IntelliPat on my screen, it is on AWS cloud, it is on Azure cloud and DevOps technology. So both are into the automation thing. DevOps is an automation method where integration of data takes place, the feeding of the data takes place, but where it will be taking place. They need some space to store. That data storage is cloud. Any cloud it can be. So that's why DevOps and cloud are interrelated. People will be getting a job onto that. When you go with the interview rounds, they will ask you questions related to that. So if you're only having DevOps knowledge, no cloud, it will be very tough for you to sustain in the market to get a interview like clear. So just everyone can type in their screen DevOps and click on search. You'll be finding multiple courses will be opening in front of you. Okay. So first course is, of course, with IIT, we have collaborated with cloud and DevOps. I will be discussing on that too. But before that, I will be going ahead with an DevOps Architect Masters program. So here we are covering two clouds, that is AWS, Azure, DevOps, and then we are giving the interrelation of both, which I was talking about. So if you're looking for a job in the market, sorry, minimum this course will be a requirement for you. If you're not going with this course, only single AWS, single Azure, or single DevOps will not give you a job. That is with me, you can ask me. I can tell you 100% you will not be getting a job. Because mostly, I guess, the people who is in the webinar are looking forward to upgrade their career, looking forward to shape their career, get a good CTC, hike in the salary. So you have to go minimum with this program. So this program will give you the complete understanding of DevOps along with cloud. That's why the name is DevOps Architect Master. So you'll be the master of DevOps. Coming to the agenda, as our trainer told, tools. DevOps is actually an automation method under which tools are there. So we are teaching you 12 tools in that, in this program. One is a Git tool, GitHub is there, SVN. So these three tools are used for the source code management purpose. Then we are going ahead with Docker, used for the container management, followed by Puppet, Ansible, Terraform, which is used for the configuration management. Then there is Jenkins, used for the integration management. We are teaching you Nagios, used for the monitoring purpose. Then there is Terraform, which is used for the configuration management again. Selenium and Maven, two tools are testing tools. So all together, we are teaching you 12 tools in this program. Along with that, some of the high profile tool, which is currently shaping in the market, Jira tool. So you can see course number 9. So Jira also, we are giving you some updates on that. So basically 12 to 13 tools will be teaching you. Followed by AWS, we are teaching you, that is the first cloud year, course number 2. So in AWS, we'll be teaching you data infrastructure, data security. In cloud, only 4 things you have to keep in mind: infrastructure, storage, security, and the architecture. So these 4 things, if you keep in mind, your cloud work is done. Any cloud will be on the same range. Either you go with AWS, only the difference is AWS is provided by Amazon, Azure is by Microsoft, Google Cloud is from Google. Okay, but inside the things remains the same: infrastructure, architecture, storage, and data security. Okay, so in AWS, we'll be teaching you other applications are there, which in brief you'll get to know when you're coming to the classes, like auto scaling, load balancing. I will give you one more example. Why I'm giving you these examples? To make you understand in the layman language, because in this webinar, people are from non-IT, people are from maybe fresher, people are experienced people also. So few days back, or maybe 4 or 5 years back, Flipkart started with a big billion day sale, right? So just an example I'm sharing. So first, when they started, the site got crashed because they were not knowing that how many people will be coming to the website at the same time, or maybe application. So it got crashed. So this cloud has came into the picture after that. Okay, where your data will not be getting crashed. One application is there, auto scaling and load balancing, where automatically it will scale the load of number of peoples. N number of peoples also comes, whether it's 1 lakh, 10 lakh, does not matter. Your site will not get crashed. So with this data application of auto scaling and load balancing also will be taught to you in AWS. Just an example I get to make you understand, so that you can understand what exactly your works will be when you're working as an AWS DevOps or maybe cloud engineer. Okay, and followed by course number 3, Kubernetes Advanced, followed by Git and GitHub Advanced will be teaching you, and then AWS DevOps, and then Azure DevOps. So AWS and DevOps is the most important thing. DevOps understanding you got in course number 1, AWS knowledge you got in course number 2, but where is the interrelation knowledge? How you'll be integrating the data into cloud? Okay, how you'll be integrating the Jenkins tool into the cloud architecture or infrastructure environment? This AWS and DevOps will help you out. Same way with Azure and DevOps will be taking care. So this 6 course which you're seeing on the screen will be in the instructor-led live classes, which will help you to shape your career. Along with that, some self-paced, because for DevOps, basic Linux is required. So we are teaching in the self-paced, but when you come to the first class, I saw one Q&A, one person, one learner was asking the question that tomorrow is the first class for DevOps. So when you start with the DevOps first class tomorrow, so in that case, starting 6 hours will be on the Linux. First, we teach you the basic Linux. We are giving the self-paced also, but in live class also we'll teach you the basic scripting, how the data are scripted, And then we go ahead with the DevOps infrastructure, DevOps setup and all. Okay, so that is why Linux is important in this program. When you go with AWS DevOps or maybe only DevOps, Linux part will be missing. So this each and small steps are there, but if you miss out, you'll not be able to understand. It will not be helping you out to get a job in the market. So this is the agenda for and this particular curriculum course. Now coming to the key highlights, how we train the candidates. So we are into the Zoom webinar. This webinar is also conducted through Zoom. In the same way, the classes will be conducted for you. It will be live interactive. You can discuss, interact with the trainers. Any doubt you can clear upfront by posting the questions. And for this program, it is 3.5 month, 119 hours, 119. 2 batches we are having in a week to conduct that. One is a weekend batch, one is a weekdays batch. You can choose any one. Weekend is on Saturday and Sunday, evening time, 8 to 11. And weekdays is Tuesday to Friday, morning time, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, I will repeat. Weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. And weekdays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 days, morning time, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. So you can choose any one. And IntelliPat is the only institute in India which gives to you a lifetime access for the live classes. So in case you miss out any weekend, any weekdays, no need to worry. You can repeat the class, live class I'm talking about, maybe in a different batch with a different trainer, lifelong. So this is the biggest advantage which you are getting. Along with that, recordings we give you complimentary. So once the class gets done, same recordings will be uploaded to your portal. Okay, you can make use lifelong, it will be there. So you can understand live class, recordings of that class, and if in case you miss out, you can attend those class in a different batch also. N number of times, lifetime access. Then one set of pre-recorded video we are giving you, which we call as self-paced video, 125 hours for all the course, all the 10 to 11 course which you're seeing on the screen, which I showed you, AWS DevOps Kubernetes, one set pre-recorded video we are giving you complimentary for a better exposure, because that will be with the different trainers. Okay, his training will be different. So one set that also we are getting live class and then live recordings. So these are the advantages what you are getting. Followed by projects will be there, case studies, classroom exercise will be there, which will help you to get a job. So IntelliPat is always believing on practical oriented training, not theory. So you can see 119 is theory, but practical is 210. It's almost double of that. So that is how we believe. So this projects, 18 to 19 projects you'll be getting. It will be on real-time environment basis, real-time project. If you do this projects on time, I can guarantee you job right upfront in this webinar. But if you go with only theory, no practical, nobody can give a job to you. And with this basis of practical, we are also helping you with guaranteed interview. With this kind of programs, we assure you interviews, placements will be there. We help you with your resume building, mock interviews preparations. Everything will be done by IntelliPat, which is in this job assistance section. Then for this program, we are having an official collaboration with IBM and NASSCOM. So NASSCOM is the IT government body for all the IT company in India. You can see here the logos, IBM and NASSCOM, Future Skills and NASSCOM initiative. NASSCOM is the IT government body for all the IT companies in India. So once the training gets over, you'll be receiving IntelliPat certificate, you'll be receiving NASSCOM certificate and one IBM certificate. So the trainers which we hire right now, the trainers who was in the webinar, they are all certified IBM trainers having more than 14-15 years of IT experiences. They will train you, guide you with a very good working professional experience and all, and they will take the class. So once the class gets done, IBM certificate also you'll be receiving, IntelliPat, IBM and NASSCOM. So these three are add-ons to you. In India, any companies you can apply because you're getting that government certificate NASSCOM. So that is a plus point. Then flexible schedule, repetitions are allowed in a different batch. Recordings will be given to you, which I told you earlier also. So flexibility will be with you for a lifelong. Then lifetime free upgrade. So any changes, any upgradation comes to this concept, you can come back, take the training free of cost. There is no charges. Because this is an IT technology. Again, if I come to that Q&A, one learner has asked the question, till how many years DevOps will be there in the market? It will be the future, current and future of the IT company, cloud and DevOps. So at least 8 to 10 years, it is not going to win. But upgradation will keep on coming. That is the IT domain, where you have to be upgraded to the current market. So in DevOps only, some upgradation will come. That time you have no need to spend ₹1 from your pocket. Come back, take the training free of cost with IntelliPat. We are giving you a lifetime free upgrade. And the last is a mentor support. So we share with you a mentor number, which we call as technical and support team also. Any point of time, if you're stuck somewhere, because see, once you're in the live class right now, also we are there, you can interact, you can discuss. But once you're practicing at home, maybe 2 a.m. in the morning, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, that time you'll be stuck somewhere, whom to call. Okay, you can directly contact our technical support. Mail ID is there, mail you can drop, you can WhatsApp them. Any of the like communication which you want, you can do. 24/7 they are available to help you out. So these are the key highlights for this program. Okay, for DevOps architect. So if anybody in this webinar is there who is looking forward to save their career into DevOps, this is only the program. Don't go with a single course DevOps, because that is for people who is already into the cloud having 4 or 5 years of experience. This will give you cloud knowledge, DevOps knowledge, and the interrelation. And with this program, if you go, you'll be getting a job in Indian market very, very easily. Now I will show you some of the things. You can see the certificate which you'll be getting after the training is done. One is an IBM certificate. You can see this IBM certificate you'll be getting with your name, IBM logo, barcode scanner. Okay. And one is an NASSCOM certificate. This is the government body. You can see the name SSC NASSCOM. Your name will be written here. SSC NASSCOM in collaboration with industry and approved by government. Now you can just see that Intellipat is a private organization, but you are getting a government certificate, because we are like so much good brand name in the market with the quality. Government has collaborated with us, and we are very happily giving you this particular certificate. Again, only Intellipat is collaborated with NASSCOM. So these are some small things which will be add on to you when you take the training with Intellipat. Now coming to the course fee and the batches, you can see below that 25th Jan, I guess one of the learner in the webinar is enrolled for tomorrow's batch for AWS and DevOps. So one batch weekdays we are having. So 25th we are starting with this batch, weekdays 7 to 9, and weekend batch, upcoming weekend batch is on 30th of Jan, that is Saturday and Sunday batch. Followed by 1st Feb, again a weekdays, followed by 5th, again a weekend. So these are the 4 upcoming batches flashing there. Price is 56,943 plus 18% GST is there. So it comes to 67,000 rupees. All including GST, it comes to 67,000 rupees. Basically, we give a 10% off, which you can see on the screen also, expires in 24 hours. So whenever you register, you discuss with your course advisor in Intellipat, 10% offer they will be giving you on the course. But at the time of enrollment, sometimes they go ahead with 30-35%. Okay, due to some of the coupons which they are having right now, maybe on that same time. But here, what I can do it from my side maximum. The last I'll be sharing my number. In case you are who are in the webinar, confirm me by tomorrow 5 p.m. I am having a coupon code of a flat 40%, which I can share with you all. And in that case, your price automatically decreased to 40,000 rupees, all including GST. So this will be the price which you can make use of, but only you can confirm me by tomorrow, 5 p.m. Maybe today or maybe tomorrow. So till 5 p.m. I'll give you time. If you all confirm, I can help you in saving the price. That's why I'm here. And if you call to your course advisor, maximum will be getting 20, 25, 30, 35%, depending on the coupon code available on that day. But I am giving you 10% extra, that is 40. Now, this course I'll show you, which is there in the DevOps. If you all go with this course, right away in this webinar, I can tell you that you will be getting 3 interviews guaranteed from Intellipat. 100% placement is there, because this program will be a PG program in DevOps. Okay, so this we have started past 3 to 4 months back. It is with Belhaven University, which is in the US. So this program, if you go, you'll be getting a PG degree, first advantage. Second advantage, you are getting an alumni status from their end. Third thing is that you will be getting guaranteed interview, which I told you. Projects will be there, case studies will be there, everything will be there on the same part what I discussed on that program. Pricing, only you have to pay 20K extra from that. On the website, you can see the price is 75,000 rupees. 7512 plus 18% GST comes to 88,000 rupees. That course is 56, this is 75. But here you're getting a PG degree from Belhaven, which is in the top 50 universities of the world. So that advantage you're getting. Along with that, you're getting 3 interviews guaranteed. So placement 100% you're getting here. And you can apply to foreign locations also, on-site jobs. Sometimes people in the webinar think that they have to go out of India. So this PG certification will help you out. But here there is no discount because it's in PG certificate. It is going with the university. So the final price for this program will be 88,500, all including GST. Same thing what I told in the DevOps Architect, exactly same curriculum. We teach you DevOps, we teach you AWS, we teach you Azure and the interrelation. Only advantage, this is a 7-month program plus that PG certificate. So this will change your career. If you are here to change your career, this is the best program which IntelliPad is having right now with very limited budget. And here what help I can give you from my side, that is a 5K discount I can provide you if you confirm me today or maximum by tomorrow 5 p.m. on this program. So for you all, the price will be effective 70,012 plus 18% GST for this program. So for DevOps Architect, 40K all including GST. For this, 83,500 all including GST. So these are the two things. And we are starting this on the 25th of Jan, regular classes. So you can go ahead with this program also. If you are looking forward with, we can help you out. Now, I guess from my side on this course part, I'm clear. I'm okay, open to all your Q&A. You can ask questions. I will be ready to answer your like entire questions and help you out. Yeah, you all can ask your questions. I am ready to answer if any of the confusion in the course and any of the things you want to ask on the DevOps technical also. So I am ready to answer that. I have the knowledge. I will give you the complete understanding what exactly is the things. You haven't shared your contact details here. I will just be sharing here. So my personal number, contact number will be 9019-899-849. And my WhatsApp number will be 76774-69667. So I posted in the chat. So I guess if it is visible, anybody can just confirm yes. 9019-899-849, 76774-69667. So you can contact me via WhatsApp. If any person is not in India, out for India, and they want to contact me, I'm available on the WhatsApp. So you can contact me on the WhatsApp. You can contact me on the calling number 9019-899-849. So I guess this is visible to all. But yeah, I will be very happy if I get some of the questions from your side so that I can clear your doubts related to both the programs. Okay. Apart from this also, if you're having any doubt, you can ask me. Yeah, one question is from Akshay. So good evening, Akshay. Thanks for your question. What will be the exact job role while working as a DevOps engineer? So after this programs, your role will be the integration or maybe monitoring of the data. I guess I have told around 10 to 11 tools to 12 tools, right? For example, Jenkins is the integration tool. You'll be working on one of the two. As a DevOps engineer, your work will be, for example, how to monitor the data, how to go ahead with the infrastructure solution of the data. Along with that, it can be how to integrate the data. With that, you will be making use of Jenkins. Okay, so these are the some roles of yours. And when you go ahead with this type of programs, which I discussed, your role will be an architect, where under you people will be DevOps engineer, AWS engineer. You will be there to create a solutions of the data. Everywhere data work will be there, but your work will be the integration, your work will be infrastructure, your work will be monitoring of the data, how to analyze if a data is going flow, how to analyze the data, where exactly some correction is to be done. So these are the small kinds of roles what you'll be getting. But if you go with this type of programs, your work will be an architect, where you have no need to go with the inside job of an engineer. You will be technically strong and just you will be able to create a solutions of the data. I think one of the question is from Tilla Rajan, I guess. Tilaga Rajan, yeah. What is meant by guaranteed interview you mentioned? Guaranteed interview means 101% 3 interviews will schedule you within your 7 month of a span. Okay, it will not be exceeding that. So 100% 3 interviews will be mentioned. And in case you're not getting in 3 also, there is nothing to disappoint it. Until and unless you get a placement, IntelliPad will be helping you out with back-to-back interview. And same continuation of that question from Tilaga Rajan is that I'm able to get job interviews till I get the job for, yeah, as I told you, right? 3 is guaranteed. Along with that, until and unless you get a job, we will be helping you out with back-to-back interview. And why we mention as 3 guaranteed? Because we are also in a brand name. IBM is associated, Belhaven University is associated. We cannot mention 100 interviews guaranteed. It does not look good with the brand name, because we are pretty sure that we'll place you with 3 interviews. But in case not 3, until unless you get a job. we'll be helping you out. But this guaranteed interview is only with that PG program, Bellhaven. With DevOps Architect, AWS DevOps, we help you. It's not like there you will not be getting a job. We help you, we assist you. We will try to schedule the interview so that you can get a job from Intellipat, and we are having a very good job portal, which again no institute is having in India. That is jobs.intellipat.com. So this exclusive access also you'll be getting once you get enrolled with Intellipat. I'm mentioning that thing in this section of chat. You all can see that. jobs.intellipat.com. Then one question is from Sandhya. I have already taken the AWS course, which is, will that be sufficient for getting a job? I will tell you yes, sufficient it is there, but yeah, which you are seeing the dream of an architect, salary hike of 7 to 8 lakhs from your current salary. If you are working somewhere with that, you have to go with DevOps Architect. I'm not sure how your course advisor suggested you. AWS also is a very good course, but in that case, you will get a job, but that high quality CTC, higher CTC, that you'll be getting with an architect level of courses on. So you can just upgrade yourself if you want. You can feel free to contact me, or if you want to contact your course advisor, you can contact them also back. Tilagarajan, thanks for the clarification. Welcome. There is one question from Ram. I don't have an IT experience. I only spoken English. Writing is not good. Writing is not required here, to be really frank, Ram. If you don't have an IT experience, does not matter. That's why you're going ahead with this training, right? And there is a magic thing about cloud and DevOps. There is no prerequisite. If you're from non-IT, if you're from IT, if you're from like a real estate background, if you're from technical support, system admin, developer, anyone can take this course very, very easily. And we are giving you the projects to work upon. And if you go ahead with the projects, 101% placement will be there. So there is nothing to worry that you're from non-IT or you're from IT and all. And I will just show you one thing. You can see some of the career transition section is there in the page right now. If you are able to see my second page, you can see for one or two, I will show you who are from non-IT. You can see this guy. He has shared his small story in the website also we have mentioned, non-tech to tech profile. He was in a BPO industry. He was into the voice call and all, process associate. He went on to become an information technology associate with this DevOps engineering course in AWS. If I go with another non-tech to cloud IT, we can see multiple examples are there. So people from IT, people from non-IT, both get job very, very easily. Welcome, Ram. Sandhya, I think your question is, they said us this is sufficient currently to give it get a job later. If interested, you can upgrade it. Same thing I guess I told, right, Sandhya? That if you're looking for the job in the market, AWS and DevOps also will give you that. But that CTC, which everybody is eyeing, if I was also on your side, I will be eyeing on that part. Okay, that I will be getting a hike of 70%, 80% from my current salary. So if a person will give you 80%, you have to get that extra skill set. You have to get that depth on cloud and DevOps, then only you'll be getting that, right? With, for example, your salary is 5 lakh. With AWS, you can expect 6, 7, maybe 8. But if you're going with a DevOps architect, you will be jumping above 10 lakh. So these differences will be there. So if you want to jump nicely, if you want to get depth, and if you go with an architect type of courses, which I discussed right now, both the programs, you can apply for big MNCs. That is a plus point again. Like Microsoft will take the people who is only having the architect knowledge. They will not take the people having AWS DevOps knowledge. So there some differences will be there. It's not like that your course is not good. You're into a very good program. But yeah, that X factor advantages which I'm talking about will be with only architect type of courses. Yeah, I'm open to some more questions. I'll be available 2-3 minutes more and I can just help you out. Good to know that a few of the questions are arising and some of the learners are already enrolled within Intellipat. Good to know on that too. If you want to upgrade, my numbers are there. Feel free to call me. On the discount part, of course, I will give you because you're already enrolled customer. I will help you out. But go ahead with Bellhaven course, which is the flagship course of Intellipat that will change your career. Completely, it will change your career with a guaranteed interview. I guess this guarantee word is a small word, but it will be telling everything because very rare institute or companies can tell you guarantee word. So if we're telling you guarantee, means it's guaranteed. So you can just see on that advantages. So go ahead with that 82,000 if you're paying right now and getting a return in a like 1 year, hike of 8 lakh, 9 lakh from your current salary, I don't think 80,000 would be like some big problem right now. Okay. So Ram, I think again a question is there. I will be going to Canada within 6 months. Will be easy to find a job? Yeah. See, right now I was talking about the Belhaven University, which is like multi-university in all across the globe. So if you go with those kind of courses, Canada, yes. Australia, yes. US, yes. UK, yes. So this kind of countries you will be getting a job. So if you're looking on yourself out of India, you have to go with this PG degree with you on cloud and DevOps. So this all things will help you out. But with only AWS, if you tell, I will tell you no, or only AWS DevOps, I will tell you no. In Canada, not possible, because in Canada, Azure market is very good. So you have to know other clouds also. Azure also you have to know, AWS also along with DevOps. So that is how they are like little ahead with India. Okay, so this things will help you out. Tilagarajan, a lot of job portal displays massive year of experience. Yeah, so here also a very good question, Tilagarajan. That's why I told you our portal is different. We are having a separate job portal, jobs.intellipat.com. We does not go with naukri.com, monster.com, IAM jobs, or maybe blah blah, because those are the third party. If an institute is telling that we'll give you that direct access, it will be third party. You have first they will recruit you, then the companies will recruit you. It's a long process. In those portals, if you go right now, so it will be showing 8-year experience, 6-year experience. Practically, you think in India, DevOps has came like from past 5 years. Cloud is from past year, 5 years. How a job portal can write their 8 years DevOps? Not possible, right? So they don't want to give a job, or just you can just see it is for just eye-catching words, 8-year experience, 6 years. So we does not go with those kind of portal. We are having our own portal, our own tie-ups with around 90 MNCs. We will place you, whether you're a fresher, you are having a 2-year experience, 4-year does not matter. We will place you. Good, Tilagarajan. Yeah, so I think I'm more than happy to answer all the questions. But yeah, still I will be waiting for 1-2 minutes more because 3-4 learners have asked the question. Really happy on that. And it's not like only for the course you have to contact me. Any point of time, if you feel to discuss something, whether you're enrolled or not enrolled, it's a different thing. You can call me on those numbers. I'll paste the number one more time. And yeah, feel free, if by 5 p.m. you both like anybody can contact me, you can go ahead with those prices which I have told you. 40% in DevOps Architect, and this PG Belhaven course 5K discount, which you'll not be getting anytime you call to IntelliPat. So this I'll be just making it available for you by 5 p.m. deadline tomorrow, that is 25th of Jan. Sure. So good to go, I guess, and all the best, guys. And it was a really pleasure, discussing with you all on the course of DevOps. And all the best. And as I told you, you can feel free to talk to me, discuss with me anytime. I'm available on these numbers. So thank you. All the best.